Folks, we've made it to the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Finally made it to the city center. Yesterday I sort of made an effort to, and I didn't quite make it. And I almost kind of thought I was in the city center, but now I can tell this is the city center. You know, surrounded by buildings, skyscrapers. Obviously Petronas Towers, you got the KLCC park. I'm gonna check out the park. I'm gonna explore the city center a little bit. Just see what's around, you know, just kind of give you a up close and personal look on the streets. See what it's like, you know. See if we meet anyone, see if we maybe grab some food. I haven't eaten today, actually. I've been on a low food diet recently. No longer consuming marijuana while in Kuala Lumpur, while in Malaysia. And so the appetite is much less. However, I did enjoy one of the best meals I've ever had in my life yesterday. So if you didn't see my other Malaysia vlog from yesterday, check it out. That's part of the reason I came here, was to get some amazing food experiences, try a new cuisine, you know, experience some new culture. And yesterday I hit the nail on the head. You know, before that I kind of had like a random meal the day I arrived, and it was okay, you know, but it wasn't impressive. But then yesterday, I mean, yeah, incredible. So Malaysian food is so good. Spicy, but very delicious. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill out for a moment. I actually walked here about an hour from central KL, maybe a little longer in the heat. So, you know, maybe I'll actually sit in the shade for a couple minutes, and then yeah, we'll explore the park. So one of my first impressions over here would be that everything is really spread out. Not like too many little stores, not too many places to eat or shops, anything like that. You know, I almost stayed over here, like kind of close to here. I'd say I'm kind of glad I stayed in central KL, like near the mall. There's just so much more stuff over there. You can walk to everything. A lot of people said to stay in Bukit Bintang, which I didn't really find anything at the time, like for a good price, and so yeah, I just ended up staying in Central, which is fine for me. To me, it's nice. I don't know. You have like Little India over there, Chinatown not that far too. I've just been finding a lot of food options over there, and the mall, you have all the shops, so it was very easy to yeah, just pop out of my place, walk 5 minutes, and eat something really good. Now, a lot of places are weird hours right now due to Ramadan. There's a lot of places closed at like 6 p.m. So a lot of these places that would normally be open later, seems like they are not. Unless it's just a thing that I'm not aware of here, that it's like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is a common like time to be open, or a lot of these shops sometimes like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But yeah, they're all closed in the evening except like certain ones. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe let me know if you guys have any idea, but it is Ramadan. So makes sense. This is nice over here. Definitely a good feeling over here. I mean, that's a huge plus to like staying anywhere in this area, is that you have a nice park, you have some nature. I think that's important. I wouldn't say KL is like completely void of nature otherwise. You know, it is a bit green, not a ton, but you see it scattered around the city, and yeah, there's like little parks slash I guess woods, or what looks like trails, hiking trails that I've passed, and like, yeah, just like little random nature spots. Yeah, in general, so far I actually really enjoy Malaysia. You know, I've only been here a few days, but I'm liking it more and more as I stay longer. You know, I think it was the same way with Thailand. You know, the longer I was there at this point, the more I've grown to like it, not the less. But there are some places that only really have value when it's new, you know, when you first go. And so it's cool when you go somewhere that just feels like it'll get better and better. So yeah, I like it. I like the diversity here. It's cool. It's interesting. There's a lot of the city for me to explore. You know, yesterday was Saturday. I didn't actually go out on the weekend at all. I was gonna look up like some places to go out, like what is some things to do nightlife wise here on a Saturday, but I was just tired enough that I didn't want to do it. You know, the first night I came, I didn't actually sleep, slept 1 hour because of the not smoking cannabis thing. But now I feel more level already, and I got a good enough night of sleep last night. And check this out. That's funny. Wow, this park is massive. This is cool. This is way bigger park than I expected. Or from when I looked at the map, I just didn't think it looked so big, but it's like huge. All sorts of little trails going through different spots. Yeah, this is really nice. Playground over there. I don't know if I'm supposed to walk on the grass. I'm not gonna be an asshole, just in case. Yeah, I like this. I really do. I do compare a lot of things to like New York, and I would say to me like this is a nicer, such a nicer, cooler park than like the parks in NYC. It's just the truth. I mean, of course, Thailand has parks on lockdown as well. Thailand has really nice parks. Bangkok, really nice parks. But New York City, I mean, they just get destroyed, trashed. They don't have enough money to necessarily upkeep them always, or keep expanding on them or build new ones. So yeah, it's kind of lacking on that front. You know, a lot of the parks are filled with homeless, and some of them in Manhattan are a little more dangerous or not that best of the area, like on the lower side of Manhattan. Then you have like beautiful, beautiful parks, forests, nature type things in like the Bronx and other areas in New York too that are a little outside the city, but are super, super nice. You know, again, like usually near neighborhoods that are random or sometimes not that great. So check this out. This little like waterfall, man-made waterfall, I suppose. I don't know that I've ever seen a real waterfall. It's crazy, all the traveling I've done. I truly don't think I've ever seen a waterfall. Wild, right? All the time I spent in Bali, I should have gone to Ubud. I should have went and seen a waterfall. I think that's got to be on my agenda, my to-do list. I don't think I've ever really realized the fact, or thought about the fact that I've never seen one. But this will have to do for now. I have these Beam scooters everywhere. Trike scooters and Beam scooters. Guess you can rent them using an app. I mean, we have those in New York too. Good way to get around. I'd use them if I download the app and set it all up. I feel like that could be nice to get around. I was just saying in yesterday's vlog how it's not such a walking city, so these would really help things out a lot, that's for sure. I will say the roads are a lot safer here. It's just like a lot less free-for-all, a lot less reckless. It's not so lawless. You don't just see like, you know, motorbike taxis driving in the wrong lane on the highway and just like craziness. Now, I think there's an order to it in Thailand. I think like it actually works. It works quite well. It's still dangerous and, you know, a little wild, but I kind of like that. It kind of has a charm to it. You know, same in Indonesia, same in Bali. But I think it's a little bit more dangerous in Bali, a little bit too dangerous and a little bit too reckless to the point that it tipped over the edge for me. I think Thailand has this like nice balance, even though it's still pretty dangerous depending on what area you're driving, you know. But I see in the comments, some people are like, oh, I would never drive in Pattaya. I would never drive a motorbike. You're crazy, or it's so dangerous. To me, it feels like Pattaya is one of the safer places to drive. As much as it's still crazy, it's not like Bangkok, it's not like Bali. And so maybe I'm just using those as the bar. Maybe that's not good, but you know, it feels a little bit contained there. But here is like the next level of, you know, almost like America, where you gotta follow the rules. It's probably not so strict. I don't know how it works with police here, laws, people breaking the laws, especially like locals. Of of course, if a foreigner is breaking the law, I would expect them to do something, you know. You don't want to have a bunch of tourists over here just thinking they can do what they want. But like locals, you know, in Thailand, they get away with things. In Bali, they get away with things. It's fine. It's just how it goes. And so I wonder how much that is the case here too. I wonder how much locals get away with the law and stuff. So yeah, but it just feels so contained. I know I'm in the city center, but everywhere I've been so far, it's yeah, clean roads and nothing too crazy, you know. Like, it feels like I would drive here. It feels like I could easily drive here, a motorbike. I also bet that you can't just go rent a motorbike the same way you can in Thailand. Like, I don't think without a license I could just go rent a bike. But yeah, I have no idea. This is just my thoughts based on what I see. It would feel interesting if I saw like a white dude driving a motorbike by me. I'd be like, interesting. So yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, we got a little real Western style bar going on here. Hello. Wow. Interesting.
Holy shit. I mean, it's just so many Westerners in one spot. Literally all white people sitting down there. That's interesting. All right, I'm actually walking to, I remembered the name. It's called Jalan P something. It's like an entertainment street and it says there's food there. What's it called? Okay, it's called Jalan P Ramlee, and apparently that's what I've been walking on this whole time. This entire street here is Jalan P Ramlee. So it says that it's like the entertainment street, the nightlife street. It says there's food. I mean, there is restaurants and like a McDonald's and like that bar there. I mean, I guess I have to lower my expectations of like how much nightlife and bars and stuff like that and action there would actually be in Malaysia. Given that people don't really drink here and it's not that kind of city. I think maybe Bukit Bintang, more party centric, maybe like more bars over there. Yeah, folks, I have no idea, but this street is pretty chill to me. I mean, it's not lined with stores by any means. There is actually another street, like that's more nighttime. It's more of a night market. Jalan Alor. It's like one of the, or maybe the most popular night market slash street with a bunch of food and shops. So I definitely want to check that out. I'll probably go later tonight. I think it's 24/7 type deal, but it says it's most happening 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Maybe better to go when it's not so crowded, but I don't know. You know, maybe, who knows? Maybe different stalls, different times. One thing I do notice though is today's Sunday and I have maybe 5 shops, 5 food places of like high rated stuff that I researched that I want to visit, and they're all closed. So I don't know if they're closed because it's Sunday or for Ramadan. I really don't know. But I'll look and it says like opens on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Look, another one opens Monday. Yeah, and these places were also closed yesterday. So it could either be a weekend thing here or, you know, Sunday, obviously, religious kind of day, day of rest, whatever. So yeah, maybe during Ramadan weekends, hours change, Sunday hours. I should be fasting. That's what I should be doing. I will say the food here, it doesn't completely not agree with me if I follow a bit what I should be eating, what my body doesn't agree with. However, it's a lot of rice, and it's hard to eat these dishes without rice. It really is. And I told them to give me just a tiny bit of rice, and they give me like quite a bit, and it's very hard not to eat it. And I also just saw a comment that's like, saying about how your salt will be imbalanced if you don't eat the rice, because there's so much MSG, so much soda. You know, it feels like I'm in the financial district of Manhattan or some area of Manhattan in the upper side where everything is like spread out. You know, I think it's not super like for me, this like the city center over here. Really, really glad I didn't stay in this area. I think the only upside for me would be like getting out and just kind of walking around, having places to walk, having the park there. That would be good, you know, but I think all of the other areas I've been to so far, I actually prefer. And I haven't even been to Bukit Bintang or Chow Kit, I believe it's called. And those are like the two hotspots. Yeah, I was even thinking like, oh damn, why did I stay in KL Central? I got it kind of confused with city center, you know, and yeah, then I realized like, oh, that area for me is actually much better. Much better. There's a mall and like tons of food over there, like hundreds of places, you know. Yeah, I think it's just more fitting for like even coming here alone as a tourist. Yeah, this area wouldn't be the spot. I think this is a good area to come over to visit from wherever you're staying, you know, like with your family, with your girlfriend, with whatever, even by yourself too. Just take some photos and explore around. But besides that, unless you're working over here, I don't think there would be any draw or any other reason to be over here. But it's cool. You know, all the videos I see of Kuala Lumpur, all the vlogs that I've watched, it's like are all from the city center and are pretty much all just recording kind of the park, you know, the towers, which are cool, but I had never known anything outside of that. And so I'm very pleased actually to see that like all the other parts I actually deem a bit better and more fitting. So yeah, I'm excited to check out Chow Kit and Bukit Bintang too. We'll have to probably take a taxi over there. Maybe a motorbike taxi, or have to see how long it would take on one of those scooters, because that could be fun too. That's a fun way to explore a new city, like something just a little faster than walking. I mean, bicycles too, you know. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna head back to the park for a moment and chill out while I'm still in the city center. Very hard to find shade. So a lot of the time I've been baking in the sun, sweating my tits off. So yeah, gonna go chill out. This guy has a Cookies hoodie on, which is a famous weed brand. But yeah, that's about it. Wow, that thing looks like a vlogging machine. Galaxy S24 Ultra. Wow. Crazy. Is that 5 cameras? I mean, that's 5 cameras, right? 3 big ones, 2 little ones? Mine has 3 on it. I use the iPhone 13 Pro Max for all of my recording, and I have since the beginning. I mean, and it's incredible. To me, it's like, you know, I'm very thankful that I got this phone when I did, and that I had it with me like here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do the same quality of vlogs. Like if I had just an old Galaxy, like my other phone is a very old Galaxy. I mean, it's trash. You know, the video does not look good. And so I felt it helped me a lot, helped push me to do it. Like the idea of having a good camera, knowing I had what I needed, it was like, okay, I guess you just got to do this. You know, but now I think about like, okay, well, when will I actually upgrade? Like what time will it come where it makes sense to upgrade, given the like cost of the newer phones? And you know, I think if I could trade up, you know, pay a little bit and get like the iPhone 16 or whatever, 17, who knows, one of these new Pro Maxes that come out, 3 to 5 cameras, and yeah, that's all I care about is the camera, right? I don't care about anything else. But yeah, everyone asked me in the comments, what camera do you use? Do you use a GoPro? So yeah, I use an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I use a selfie stick, which I bought at Tucom in Pattaya Electronics Center for $9 US. It is a China-made stick. For some reason, you get a lot of this here, a lot of this like blocked, barricaded spots where you can't cross. I mean, this is one of the things that I've noticed in Kuala Lumpur more than anything else I've noticed. And I've had maybe 6 situations where I'm trying to get over to the other side, get into the street, cross the streets, and there's like a barricade, you know, something like even like those things, and it's just blocking you, and you have to just not go or climb over it. And I don't really experience that like that in other cities so much, so it really stood out. It's got to be a thing. It's got to be a thing. You know, you got to love their barricades here, because I've experienced that. So yeah, this is good. See, this, just weasel yourself right through. That's what I like to see. The Oriental Park. Interesting. Isn't everything here Oriental? It's a little Asian joke for you. Cool. Back in the park, we find a spot to post up here. There is this like mall here. Yeah, you can buy like Chanel and Rolex. You know, I've never been less interested in something in my life, so I'm not gonna bother looking, but in case you're interested, there is shopping here, like shopping and restaurants in there. It's not huge. I think it's not like a ton of designer shopping, but I see some, you know, Chanel, Hugo Boss, a couple things, but it doesn't look very interesting. Just being honest, I'm not gonna bother. The last few times where I like did some, you know, mall tours or just, like ended up in a mall for a little while in some of my videos, you know, to me, I look back and was just like, there's got to be more interesting places, you know. So I think I will show those things, especially if it's in a neighborhood I'm staying, but I will try to spend like not too much time in a mall, because it is mostly the same kind of stuff, and yeah, just not the most interesting thing in most like areas. So my thoughts on that. Going to the other side of the park here. Super nice. I do love the trees here. It really gives you a jungle feeling. Really cool. Looks like there's this whole area I didn't even explore. Some very cool trees here too. Very interesting. Not really seen something like this before. Psst, psst. Somebody's not impressed. I guess that's what that is. These are sick though. Very cool. Wow. It's different. It's different. How's that even happen? I mean, I guess that's like an intentional thing, right? The way you plant the trees. Yeah, I know nothing about that. That's cool though. Oh, there's more here. I like that. You know, I have seen those in videos. I actually completely forgot until just now, until seeing them. Oh yeah, this park is so much bigger than I gave it credit for. We'll walk this way. Forgot there were so many paths. I kind of dipped out of the park a little prematurely before, just because I got distracted and ended up walking a different way. Yeah, I think the park is probably the best. I mean, it is the best thing here in the city center. It's like kind of makes it, right? It kind of makes it, actually makes it good. Otherwise, it wouldn't have too much character. It would feel pretty soulless. It would feel just like a bunch of buildings. So, yeah, definitely makes it nice. Let's see, the Delenia excelsa. Interesting, the Deleniaceae. I don't know what those, oh, it's the type of tree. Interesting. I wonder what those other trees were. This is another body of water? This is literally, oh yeah, it's a completely separate. No. I was over here before. You see, it's big enough that I am getting like a little bit lost or confused about the spots, which is nice. It's not too busy either. It's like, this is the perfect level of busyness. You know, there's tourists around, but they're not like overloading the place. They're not constantly taking photos in front of my face. Let me know in the comment, folks, what is the best neighborhood in KL? Best area to live or stay? You know, I like areas that are walkable. I like areas with food. Usually area with grocery store and like good condos, you know? That's pretty much the requirements. So yeah, let me know, experts out there, what are the spots, you know? Also would like to know like things to do here. So any info, any input, I would definitely appreciate it. You know, I am a little bit behind in terms of like when you see these vlogs, I'm actually 1 or 2 weeks ahead. but I'm gonna try to have these ones so it's not more than 1 week ahead, so that I can get some feedback and I can hit some areas. Even outside of KL, you know, I wouldn't mind hearing other places in Malaysia that are worth going to. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Hope you're enjoying this Malaysia series. I'm enjoying it. I love being somewhere new. This is cool. It's been a while since I've been to a new country, so really enjoying it so far. We got the mangosteen tree. Guess you can grow fresh mangosteen here? Interesting. I mean, do they harvest them or what? Because I don't necessarily see them in the trees, but actually never tried a mangosteen. I know I'm gonna have you guys in the comments like, what? You never had a mangosteen? It's the best. I remember when I posted a video of like durian. There's like a Russian girl in Bali that I met, and we did a video where she tried durian, and like the people in the comments were like, dude, you've never had durian? Like they just didn't even watch the video, didn't read the title or anything. They're like, never had durian? Or they're just like, oh, you really got to try durian and jackfruit. I was just like, I don't understand what's going on here. This video is about this girl who's never had durian. The title is like, Russian girl tries durian for the first time. It was just like, oh wow, finally you're trying durian. I was like, what are you guys talking about? But I love durian. Durian's amazing. But I hear mangosteen is quite good too. Quite good. We don't really have a ton of mangosteen in the US. Maybe, I'm sure it's there. I mean, probably like more imported, or just not grown very often. It's not something that I grew up like hearing very often, but it is something that I remember hearing and wondering, what the hell is a mangosteen? Like, what is the steen? This is when I was very young, like asking my mother or something. So it had not come up until I was like 10 to 15 years old. I don't remember. Yeah, this is nice. There's actually a whole like track to run on. So the part I was walking on is kind of more of a walking path. This part is like, goes around the entire outside to run. I wonder if it's a lot of people like living over here in general, or if it's more of just a business district. It looks like I see quite a few like condos over here now. Yeah, I mean, I can't say like this is only a business district. Oh, no one lives here. I haven't really seen like just, you know, steps outside of it, right? Like in every direction. You never know. And so I feel like as I come over to this side, like I'm seeing some like, these are condo buildings, you know? I mean, maybe not. Maybe not, because I don't see like balconies with clothes or anything. Some of them, you know, could be mixed like offices and residential. There's just such a ridiculous amount of buildings in general that I don't know. Yeah, cool though. It's nice to, always got to see the city center of any new city regardless. And it changes, I think, city to city of like if the city center is actually like a spot you would want to stay, or what it's like. You know, it's so different in every city. So yeah, this reminds me more of Manhattan. Definitely nothing like Brooklyn, you know, where I'm from in New York. But yeah, definitely some Manhattan feelings going on. You don't know how happy I am to see this water fountain. Thought it was just a cool like fountain I was going to come over and film. Then I saw exactly what I need. Oh, it's freaking hot. Now I'm just gonna drink it. It's like hot, like hot. It's another one right here. Let's see, just to test, just to see, is it the same? Is this also a boiling water fountain? Much better, not hot, but it fucking shot me in the face. All good, all good. That is the city center, KL, Malaysia. I do hope you enjoyed it. That was a fun little day. I didn't get food. There's not really much food here in this area. I'd have to kind of walk to it if I want something good. So yeah, not gonna do that. I'm gonna eat what I had yesterday. The place is called Dilla. Really good, authentic, local Malaysian food. It's in Chinatown, so it's on my way back to Central, where I'm living. So I'm just gonna do that. Make sure to watch my video from yesterday because I'm not gonna film it today. I already filmed it yesterday, but that's one of the best meals I've ever had. So looking forward to that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog.